in Week 6. The Cowboys lost their last matchup against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching. Him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
First down, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 70 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another one.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22. the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. These 2 teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Winslow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Prescott down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Go! We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. A dump off to Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. A first down throw for Prescott. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Prescott again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. "35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before break. Winslow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to keep playing. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sanders shaking and baking. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting
back in October, week 6, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Off play action. Winslow. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Once again with Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Off the play fake. Winslow. They'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 3rd. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he will go out. Right near the 35-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Prescott yet again. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yeah, he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Running right, here's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Winslow. His pass caught at the 4. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns, 35 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Now Dak, give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Dak. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45. Before going out of bounds. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets.